What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's very interesting video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Right now guys, we are 242 subs away, you guys. 242 subs away from hitting 500, but only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel. That I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year. Sorry guys, I can't speak. I got a little flustered for a second. Anyway, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened last year, which is this beautiful beat cop from the Underworld. This thing is absolutely beautiful. If you guys have not checked out that video, definitely check it out. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 85% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys have not even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if y'all are watching the content, y'all like the content, and y'all want more of the content, but y'all haven't subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. Which free agent wrestler or wrestlers would you guys like to see get signed to WWE? Let me know down in the comments below. And for today's video, it appears that former multi-time TNA Tag Team Champions known as the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, are actually now going to be a part of the WWE. What I find interesting is that their contracts with TNA actually expired earlier this year, back in March, on the 23rd, during some TV tapings that they had done. And if you guys don't know, they formed the team back in 2007 and found success in every promotion that they've worked for, which included TNA, Ring of Honor, and of course New Japan. And we all know that they both held the TNA World and X Division titles, and they are also 3-time tag team champions together. And what's interesting is that is that Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer actually reported that Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley are expected to be in WWE, or at the least that's the talk of what's happening. And apparently nothing has been official as of yet. Now we know that since their contracts had expired earlier this year, they did work several independent shows in Portland, Oregon, in which they did their in-ring goodbyes to the independent scene, and it was said that as of late the indications were WWE made the better offer, but they were expected to be with whichever side made the best offer. And apparently WWE made a much more better offer than other promotions such as Ring of Honor and such as, of course, AEW as well. Funny enough, Tommaso Ciampa actually made a reference to them on social media, and of course, too, PW Insider had also reported the news that the Motor City Machine Guns were going to be WWE bound. Now what's even more interesting is that apparently there's been a little bit more news regarding the Motor City Machine Guns, that apparently according to Sportskeeda, apparently they believe that the Motor City Machine Guns must be sent over to NXT and not the main roster. What I find so interesting about that idea is that it makes sense. And what I mean by that is while it is true that excuse me. While it is true that they could definitely finish up their careers in NXT and then make their way over to the main roster. What's interesting is that the idea again it makes sense. While it is true that they could end up making headlines on the main roster, the thing is that if they excuse me, if they were to get sent over to the main roster right off the bat, automatically they would get lost in the shuffle. And what I mean by that is they could have a good winning streak going on, like say 10 victories or 15 victories or something like that. Then they get a shot at tag team gold, whether it's the World Tag Team titles or the WWE Tag Team titles. The moment they lose that matchup, automatically they're gonna get sent to working just house shows or WWE live events, as they call it. Excuse me. To which, yeah, they could win a couple matches here and there, but they'll end up losing most of their matches anyway. So I feel like being on NXT would make more sense because of the fact that they can have a massive winning streak going on, become become the NXT tag team champions, hold on to the titles for 6 months, 8 months at best, maybe even a year, drop those titles to a team like say the D'Angelo family, then they get shipped over to the main roster, and that's when their careers could potentially skyrocket. And what's crazy is that Ringside News actually also reported the recent status of their time in WWE, like when they're expected to appear in WWE, and we know that they are scheduled to appear in London, Ontario, for Smash Wrestling on August 18th, where they're supposed to face off against Evil Uno and Stu Grayson at the Music Hall. Obviously we know that both Saban and Shelley have been talking to both AEW and WWE since their contracts had expired. However, apparently WWE has made a much more, as I said, they made a much more bigger offer rather than AEW. So it's gonna be interesting to see what where they end up. But at this point, it really doesn't matter where they end up, because I think excuse me, I think at this point now, I think they're more suited for WWE rather than AEW. I think at this point now, if they do get signed to if they do get signed to AEW, I think it's a very well I think it would be a bad move. At this point now, you look at the roster that's in both AEW and WWE. The difference is night and day. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like right now on AEW's roster page right now on their website, and I'm looking at the roster right now, and it seems like a decent roster. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, you got like guys like the Young Bucks and MJF and some jackass named Jack Perry. I don't know who. I don't watch AEW. This is just from what I'm seeing here. And what's even more crazy is that AEW has taken some of the biggest stars that WWE has, such as Sasha Banks, such as Tony Storm, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Christian, Adam Cole, Edge, guys like Everrise, guys, which was a team on 205 Live. Guys like Big Cass, guys like guys like Arya Davari, Badass Billy Gunn, Daniel Bryan, Buddy Murphy, FTR or the Revival, if you will, Chris Jericho, Cesaro, Christian I mentioned. Who else? Goldust or Dustin Rhodes. They took a lot of our best guys and girls, and it's okay. I mean, obviously, the previous version of WWE didn't have anything for them, but now, I mean, if you look at the roster compared, if you look at the WWE roster, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, you've got guys like Cody Rhodes, women like Jade Cargill, guys like Andre Chase. You've got excuse me. You've got guys like Damian Priest, the World Heavyweight Champion, Liv Morgan, the Women's World Champion, Logan Paul, the United States Champion. You've got guys like Andrade, the WWE Speed Champion. It's absolutely incredible to see that we have it's incredible to see that that the roster for WWE is just rapidly growing, and I feel like if the Machine Guns end up with AEW, they're just gonna get lost in the shuffle. Whereas opposed to WWE, I think NXT would be the perfect start for them, but we will have to wait and see. But I know that this was something that I had talked about earlier this year, talking about how they were actually WWE bound, but I'm not so sure how I'm gonna title this video, but as far as I know, they're pretty much right now WWE bound, and we're probably not gonna see them until possibly, I would probably say not until after like maybe SummerSlam. Or sorry, sometime later like late summer at best, because I know that we saw Ethan Page debut earlier this year. I think it was about 2 months ago, 2 months ago, and now he's already the NXT champion, which even now just thinking about it is just still crazy, But with that being said, I want your guys' opinion. Let me know down in the comments below which brand, where do you guys believe the Motor City Machine Guns should go? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.